Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. I hope you all alright and sound, and of course playing some awesome PlayStation VR games, and also of course waiting for Walking Dead Onslaught, which releases very soon. But anyway, we gathered here today to do some more freshest PSVR news in the village. Today we're gonna talk about Undead Citadel. We've got some latest information about this game, but also we're gonna talk about release window for Ven VR Adventure, a very fun upcoming platformer. And we're gonna talk about brand new Space Shuttle simulator coming to PlayStation VR. So let's just jump into it, and we're gonna start from Undead Citadel. When this game got first announced in 2018, it captured attention of many people because it had this very nice looking and very satisfying looking physically based combat, but also unlike other games of this type, it had proper like a story mode where you're not just fighting on the arenas, but you've got proper levels you're going through. So it looked very interesting to many players, including myself. So what's happened then? The game got delayed multiple times, and that is because they've done their video, they took people's feedback, they tried to make it even better. Then they've done like a pre-alpha and they've had even more feedback, so they added more physics, weight to the weapons, weight to the enemies. So they basically, what they've been doing is working hard on this game to make it as good as possible, but of course it's caused few delays here and there. Nevertheless, latest information about this nice looking game is that they still on track, well, at least they trying to release it this year. So we had kind of conflicting information because they said before might not even happen, but it looks like it's gonna be this year, but of course it won't be Q3. It looks like it's gonna be Q4 this year and probably towards the end of this year. But also what's very interesting and what many of you might like, especially the collectors, they said on their Discord that there is possibility of having a physical version of this game. So they only said possibility, they probably just finalizing few things, but the game development is in full swing. It looks like they are now on final stretch, and finally soon we gonna get it. With the success of the games like Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Gorn, and even Swordman to some degree, even though I know it's getting like mixed reviews. I like it, some people don't, some people do, but it just shows that this physically based combat works very good in VR, and it's something what probably most of VR players want. So this is gonna be very nice information for the developer, because it looks like they are on the money here, and I'm kind of glad that they kind of took step back and said, alright, let's make it even better. It seems people like it, what they saw so far. Let's see what if they're gonna like it even more when we improve the game. So that's what they did. So it looks like when it releases, we're gonna get a proper solid fighting game. Like I said, they've got tons of physics added to this game, so the weapons got proper weight, the enemies got weight. Also what you can do, you can chop their limbs off, something what people complained in the Swordman that you cannot do. Also you've got voice acting, narration, you've got proper levels. The graphics looks beautiful. This is the older gameplay now, what's placed behind me. And if you think, it might not look that good on PSVR, they actually had some PSVR gameplay and it looked very good. So the game of course will support move controllers. Also in past they said they're gonna do 3D ruder. Now if they still gonna do it or not, I don't know. I know this company went kind of downhill because they pretty much didn't fulfill their orders for many people. That's why I do not like to mention them anymore, even though I had 3D ruders sent from them. I don't like what they did to all of the customers, just pretty much left them in dark, took the money and never sent the product. And now it looks like less and less developers even supporting it, so it's kind of worked out like a pointless product, waste of money. So I do feel sorry for all of you who bought it, and I do feel sorry for all of you who bought Ground Gripper, because it looks like probably you're not gonna get it, I don't know. But anyway, coming back to the Undead Citadel, the game looks beautiful, the combat looks great. Of course there won't be only swords, but also you'll be able to have bow and arrow. There will be like a potion system, so you can drink potion which gonna slow down time or make you more powerful. So there will be a lot going on to this game, and it's gonna be very interesting, complex fighting game. So definitely looking forward to that. But Also, let's move on to the another game I'm super looking forward to, and we're gonna talk about Ven VR Adventure. So this is coming from the developers Monologic, a Polish studio, my Polish brothers making a cool game, very nice. So what they did little interview with Upload VR. I'm gonna put it in the description so you can read it in full, but I just gonna give you like a few key points, and then the rest you can find out in the interview. So when it comes to the release date, in past we kind of was told that PC gonna get it first, and then PSVR will come later. But what they said in this interview when they was asked about release on all the platforms at the same time, they laughed a bit, but they did say, listen, we working very hard to make it happen. So hopefully when Ven releases, it's gonna be same for PC and PSVR players. That would be nice. And also when it comes to the release window, they said the game gonna come this year. It's gonna come, it looks like it's gonna come in Q4, so between October and December. My best guess is probably around December. I don't know how far in the development they are, but they showed us loads of stuff and the game looks beautiful. Of course, if you like Astrobot or if you like Moss, you're probably gonna like this one as well. And also, if you like some flat platformers like Crash Bandicoot perhaps, then you're probably gonna like this one as well. Also, they said the founder of the studio, he was very big fan of Crash, and that's what they're trying to do in this game. Have it this nice platformer game, but also the one that is quite challenging, but yet fun and satisfying to play. So I cannot wait to play this game. I'm a big fan of platformers in general, and I love them in virtual reality. So this is something what I've been keeping my eye out for a while. Since the announcement, I've got excited for this game. Some of you did as well. So now the waiting game begins. Of course, as always, stay tuned to the channel. Once I know the release date, I will be passing it on. Anyway, moving on to the new game announcement. Couple of days ago, I opened in my inbox and I've had little message from the developer of new game called F-Sims Space Shuttle Simulator. So don't get it mixed up with Space Shuttle Commander, that's totally different games. Space Shuttle Commander is already out and it's not that good. This one looks like what it's going to do. It's not gonna be this educational experience what takes you and talks you through the things, but it's gonna be a simulator of taking off and landing the Space Shuttle in virtual reality. What they did, they released it on Oculus Go out of all the platforms, but also they said other VR platforms will follow very soon, so your PC VR, probably Quest and PSVR. So what you're doing in this game, it's as I said and the title says, you taking off and landing. But it's apparently done, according to the message, I never played it, so I have to trust them on it. It's done very like in a simulation kind of way, so you've got all your 3D cockpit, all the buttons and everything, so you have to worry about that, or the simulations are here. So if you like some sort of flying games like I do in VR, at least this is gonna be something what we can try on. Of course, because it's coming on Oculus Go first, I don't expecting firework, I don't even expecting massive game, but I will be expecting something maybe cheap and cheerful if they get the gameplay right. It looks, you'll be doing just taking off and landing, so not that much variation, but nevertheless, if you like flying around in a bit in VR, then you might enjoy it. Okay, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.